is the Colossal Jostle. This contest, scheduled for one fall with a 1 hour time limit. Introducing first in the ring, the manager, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. And Jimmy Hart represents from Atlantic City, New Jersey, weighing 458 pounds, King Kong Bundy. And his opponent, to be making his way down the aisle from Grenoble in the French Alps, weighing 520 pounds, the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant, escorted to the ring by his new manager, Captain Louis Albano.
Madison Square Garden on its feet, 25,000 plus is Captain Louis Albano, the new manager of Andre the Giant, brings the big man out, and he is enormous, Jess. Biggest I've ever seen Andre.
Well, I'll tell you this is going to be the biggest test Andre ever had in his life, too. Because check out the size of King Kong Bundy.
It's payback time for Andre the Giant. Everyone saw that despicable display that went down in Toronto Maple Leaf Gardens as King Kong Bundy leveled Andre with 4 or 5 big splashes right on his sternum. That's over 2 months ago, and Andre is ready to settle the score. And we're underway.
Bundy getting the advantage early here.
And now it's Bundy at 458 pounds. Give me a break. He's over that 500 pound.
Oh,
big chop by the Giant. And another one on its way. No. Blatant chokehold by Andre.
the referee's got to get in and get control of this match. That's a chokehold. That's illegal.
Referee doesn't want to step between these two guys.
Well, then get a referee in there, Will.
Andre with another big chop and the big, humongous King Kong Bundy down. And he's upset.
The mouth of the South's got to get Bundy under control. Bundy can't afford to lose his cool. Stay relaxed, Bundy. Stay relaxed.
Fortunately for everyone, including myself, these 25,000 plus here in Madison Square Garden, drowning out that horrid megaphone. I'm sure Bundy can't hear himself think. Andre right to the throat again. Bundy hit him right underneath the heart, stopped the big guy quickly. King Kong lowering with a double hammer.
He needs to go after that sternum. That's what he heard on Andre. He needs to stay
Look at
up.
Andre's blocking it. With a chop of his own and another one. Drives the big guy back. The moving condominium having problems here in Madison Square Garden, but still attacking. This is all-out war. Once one of these guys gets off his feet, it's going to be big trouble for him.
Big trouble. You can see Andre's tied up Bundy's arm. Bundy trying to hammer that injured sternum of Andre the Giant. Andre's got to protect it. Bundy going in low. Whoa, big headbutt, and Bundy's down.
Notice how quickly he gets to his feet. He doesn't want to stay down there, be in that vulnerable position. Captain Louis Albano, cheerleader and manager, getting this Madison Square Garden capacity crowd going. As Andre picks up the left leg of King Kong Bundy. Referee could break this because Bundy has a hold of the ropes. But he's not.
Andre kicked Bundy square in the back.
King Kong down flat in the center of the ring. Neither man displaying a great deal of speed, Jess.
Bundy again going after that sternum area, and it's not totally healed. You can tell. Look at Andre's in pain. I believe the man came back too soon, Gorilla.
Well, he cracked that sternum. Sometimes takes a long time for that to heal.
I think he let his ego get the best of him. He wanted revenge so bad on Bundy. He's come back before that sternum is healed because Bundy hit him there, and you could see the expression on Andre's face of pain.
Andre about to end up on the concrete here at Madison Square Garden. Luckily, came down feet first. Andre the Giant in a lot of pain as that sternum is certainly bothering him. He's holding on to it. Boy, that's tremendous pain because that's where all that cartilage from your rib cage, all that intercostal cartilage connects there.
That's right. I'm telling you, Gorilla, it appears to me that Andre the Giant came back too quick. He let his big ego get in the way. His quest for revenge was too much.
Well, no one can stop Andre when he decides to do something, Jess. Andre with a shoulder block catches Bundy coming in. And a chop to the midsection. Andre the Giant trying to put these moves together. Standing wrist lock now. Boy, certainly got the leverage on his side here. Now he turned it loose for an arm bar. Forcing Bundy down to one knee. Look at Andre's hand completely almost covering that huge cranium of King Kong Bundy.
How much weight is in that ring? It's got to be close to 1,000 pounds in there, Gorilla.
Over 1,000 pounds, yes. Andre is well over 500, and so is King Kong Bundy. Certainly hope they had the ring reinforced, where these guys could go right out of sight. The mouth of the South screaming encouragement through that megaphone. But thank God I can't hear it. Andre getting a breather here as he's maintaining control.
Well, this is a smart move on the part of Andre. Keep King Kong Bundy down to that mat because it's obvious that Andre's sternum is not totally healed, and Bundy's going to go after it every chance he gets.
Andre was supplying some pretty heavy pressure to the neck area of King Kong Bundy, and now look at this, sitting back with that arm, and a body scissors, half body, half neck, controlling the hold by Andre the Giant. Giving that sternum a chance to recuperate a little bit. But once you've got a fracture like that, Jess, it takes a long time on a big man to heal.
It takes a real long time. Albano and Jimmy Hart have exchanging words outside the ring.
Well, I think that's the only thing that Jimmy Hart wants to exchange with Captain Lou.
Well, it'd be just like Lou Albano, the bully he is, to go over there and pick on a little guy about 110 pounds like Jimmy Hart. That'll make Lou Albano a real tough guy.
Well, he got a decisive 200-pound weight advantage for sure. Manager of the Year winner, Captain Louis Albano.
Yeah, I think it's gone to his head.
How could it go to his head? Without Hillbilly Jim, he would have never been in that position. Right?
Anything could go to his head with the emptiness up there. It's like filling up an empty bucket.
Captain Louis Albano very seldom makes any derogatory remarks about you, Jess. Why are you
Look at there,
cutting him to
Albano's outside the ring again, chasing down Jimmy Hart. Big tough guy, 300-pound Albano going after 125-pound Hart.
In the meantime, King Kong Bundy caught in this head and body scissors, and Andre with an arm bar to boot, making the big guy pay the price. Well, a lot of payback dues to get even here. Referee right on top of the situation, making sure that leg doesn't slip underneath the throat.
Well, what Andre's doing here, he's putting so much pressure on King Kong Bundy, squeezing the air out of him. He's not allowing Bundy to get full breaths of air, and that'll tire you out. As we talked to earlier, Gorilla, as we talked about earlier, there's nothing worse than running out of gas, and that's what a move like this is designed to do.
A little purplish color coming into the face and head of King Kong Bundy, which means that a whole lot of oxygen is not getting up there. Andre really putting this hold to good use here. Jimmy Hart screaming instructions at King Kong Bundy. I don't think he's in a position to hear him. He's got to get up off his behind here if he wants to be successful or reach the ropes. He's very, very close to doing that. Andre giving a lot of verbal static to the mouth of the South. You know he's using some very choice adjectives on him right there.
I think he's speaking French or English.
English, you can bet on it. Look at the cranium of King Kong Bundy trapped between the massive legs of Andre the Giant. As he may be going out, Jess.
Bundy's trying to inch his way. You can see the hand stretching for that rope. He's trying to get a piece of that rope, and Andre's big size 23 boot stopping him.
only salvation at this point is to reach that bottom rope, which would constitute an automatic break on the part of the referee. Otherwise, I don't see a way out for him here. He doesn't have the proper leverage to sit up. Andre's legs are too heavy to do that with anyway. Plus, he's got that arm hooked very well. Andre the Giant in control here at Madison Square Garden. Jam-packed to the rafters. This is one of the reasons why right here, this tremendous battle, Colossal Jostle.
Now look real close at what Andre, the technique he's using here. He's got that leg right on the face of King Kong Bundy. And that's definitely cutting off the air supply. Referee should get down there and check that.
Andre turned him clear over with that now. That's not a choke, Jess. He had a beautiful shot there.
No, with Andre, it's not a choke, it's a suffocation. Well, with the size of his legs, it's cutting off the air supply to Bundy. Look at his head.
Right now, he's got those legs wrapped so that they're pinching the carotid artery.
Ooh, Bundy made a break. Bundy made a break. He got the legs apart.
But Andre still has the arm. Now he turned everything loose. Bundy tried to lay a shot to the sternum that missed. Andre trying to get up. Wow, what a chop by the Giant. And a big headbutt, and look out. Bundy out hard, banged his head on the table, and came down full force on the concrete on his hip. King Kong Bundy in a whole heap of trouble. Mouth of the South right over there screaming words of encouragement. Bundy's hurt. Boy, he came down hard. You could hear the concrete.
I felt the floor shake on that one.
Wow. Andre, big smile on his face. He knows that the moving condominium is hurt. Right back to that arm again, which was so successful for him earlier.
Bundy's got to go back to that sternum. He's got to get a shot in on the sternum. That'll slow the Giant down.
I think Bundy is hurt himself right now.
There he goes.
Oh, that one was on the mark. The first one wasn't. That one was. Whoa, there's another shot. Andre stops him with a chop. Whoa, another beautiful knife edge.
The Giant's backing up, though. He's in pain. He's in pain.
They're both hurt. Look out. Here comes Bundy. Andre catches him coming in. Hooks that arm. Andre's got one arm hooked behind him now, wide open. King Kong Bundy. Imagine the massiveness of these two individuals. Andre hooking the left arm and shoulder of King Kong Bundy, who now has a handful of hair. Watch out, that top rope could snap. Andre would go head first down to the concrete. Ooh, right on the sternum.
Andre's
hurt
going
once
down.
more.
Andre could be in big trouble now. He's down.
He's covering up. He's trying to protect that sternum area. Now he's wide open.
And look at Bundy putting about 500 pounds on that sternum. He's going to crack it again.
Come on, referee, give me a break. They're right inside the ropes there.
Bundy needs to keep him down on that mat if he can do it.
Chant going out Andre by this capacity crowd on hand. Well, he doesn't have that knee planted in the sternum, Jess. You got to plant it up around the clavicle. Not taking advantage of the situation. Putting some of those heavy boots right to the
Now he's measuring
short rib area.
Ooh, there he dropped
That one was in there. They're in the ropes, Ruck.
Captain Albano, you better be concerned.
Captain Louis Albano recently acquiring the contract of Andre the Giant. Come on, referee, do your job. The guy's in the ropes, for God's sake. Both of them are in the ropes. Andre trying to get to his feet. Bundy with a big double axe handle. Now choking the big guy as he straps him over that top rope. Oh, those shots for the short ribs will take their toll as well. Right in that kidney area. Andre with that left hand trying to protect that sternum. Goes for a single leg pick to prevent that knee from coming in.
He's also trying to shield that sternum so Bundy can't get any more clear shots in there.
Andre back to his feet.
That was a mistake. Bundy should have kept him down.
Andre with a shoulder block as he's got Bundy trapped in the corner. Once again, referee not doing his job.
I think the referee is afraid of getting in between.
Wow, Bundy could have a bad sternum by the time this one's over. Irish whip, no, reversal. Andre into the corner. Look out. Oh, size 23 right into Kisser. Caught him coming full force. Bundy flat on his back in the center of the ring. Look out. From the outside, Big John Studd.
Big John Studd's come into the ring and is hammering Andre.
What in the world is he doing here? Headbutt to Big John Studd, who goes down. Andre the Giant in a predicament once more, as it's 2 against 1. Captain Lou comes in and takes a shot. Andre in deep trouble here. Look out, he kicked off Big John Studd, and Andre rolling out wisely. As he was about to get splashed once again by King Kong Bundy. Andre with a chair. I thought he was going to knock me out, Jess.
He came close to us, Gorilla, real close. We got mayhem in here now.
Andre the Giant with a steel chair in the ring, chasing Big John Studd and King Kong Bundy right out of there. Pandemonium and mayhem here in Madison Square Garden. I would assume that Bundy was disqualified for outside interference as Big John Studd came out of the woodwork. Captain Lou saying, get him out here, we want him back. Let's get the official decision.
The winner of this bout, as a result of a disqualification, Andre the Giant.
Winner on a disqualification, Andre the Giant. Andre not happy about it. He doesn't want that kind of a win, Jess.
He definitely doesn't want that kind of a win.
Let's go back and take a look at what turned it all on here in Madison Square Garden. Andre the Giant whipped into the corner. But look at the presence of mind as he picks that big boot up right in the kisser of King Kong Bundy and was about to put the stopper on him right here. Could have been the beginning of the end, and out of nowhere, Big John Studd comes in, lowers the boom on Andre the Giant. Once again, that double team effort. Andre still in the ring, wants him to come back out. He's not satisfied with what went down here in Madison Square Garden.
We definitely haven't seen or heard the last of this one, Gorilla.
Absolutely not. Pandemonium and bedlam here in Madison Square Garden. Andre the Giant almost a victim again at the hands of Big John Studd and King Kong Bundy. It'll go down in the record books as a victory, but not the kind that Andre the Giant wanted.